and just never comes back. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Oh Jesus!
Daddy
Fuck, that was
issues.
loud.
Hi.
Holy crap! You know what? Fuck it. Cheers. I'm taking a shot.
Already?
Why not?
I wish I had booze.
I'm starting it off
Fuck
right.
it, hold on now. No one drinks on the show. I can't not drink on the show. I'm the host.
I had a
If
day.
I didn't have to wake up at 5 a.m., I'd join you. No, I have to
What,
wake up at 4
what was the
a.m.
shot of?
Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire.
All right, closest I can get is Jim Beam. So here we go.
All right.
Well, that's a fresh bottle. I forgot that. Do I not have
That was
a
the-
bottle of Jim Beam? Oh.
Congratulations.
That was the last shot in the bottom of the bottle, so I had to, you know.
Yeah, good thing you don't share bottles.
I don't. That's all my booze. Whew. Okay. That's how we're starting tonight off, apparently. So fun.
With a
Hello,
sip
everybody.
of Jim Beam.
Yeah. Hello and welcome. Hey, Spy Plane. How you doing, my brother?
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Har Har Podcast. I'm your host, DorkyDev. And today, I'm joined by, as two of the normals, SoyTortuga and MrMcStabby. And this week, our special guest, MrMcStabby.
Greetings.
Yeah, so
Salutations.
Salutations.
live
So I
long
have
and
a question.
prosper. Yeah, go ahead.
So, how did you come across the name MrMcStabby?
There
Because
was an
I'm just-
alleyway.
I'm imagining he was a chef in at McDonald's, and then just one customer got him angry.
a little too lippy.
Yeah, and then in the back alley, you know.
You know, I wish it was that cool.
Sir, you did not put the secret sauce on my Big Mac on the side.
Actually, sir, you need 2 scoops of secret sauce, not just 1.
You're disgusting. How can you put that on your burger? It's supposed
No,
to
it
dip
was-
it.
It was actually Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 on the PlayStation Network.
Ooh.
Running around with Marathon, Lightweight, and shit, I can't remember
Yes.
the third perk.
Is it the one that lets you lunge, though?
Yes.
Yeah, I know exactly
And
what you're
running
looking for.
around- Running around with a pistol with a tactical knife.
Yes! And
I
just
went, like-
lunging.
Yeah, I went like 25-1 and never fired a single bullet.
What game? Which COD was this?
Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of my build where I had like the double akimbo shotguns. And
Yes,
That was the same
Yeah.
broke ass shit. Yeah.
And I don't know if it was covered in the perks already, but one of the perks I used allowed you to like not take fall damage. So
Yep.
I would like run and dolphin dive out of the upper story of Newtown and just
That build was one of the few builds that I struggled with because I just hunted everyone. I loved the campers because I just go and kill them, stab them in the back repeatedly.
I was a
those-
camper.
But
I had a specific route I would take. Like it was a massive
Dude, it
figure
was
around
great,
Newtown.
yeah,
It was,
yeah.
it was dumb.
And so I get done with this match, and some fucking 10-year-old messages me on the network, and it's just a string of expletives, just fuck you, piece of shit, you know, every racial, ethnic slur under, and I think he ended with something like "suck my dick, MrMcStabby, motherfucker." And I was like, I like that. So I immediately changed my name to that everywhere. The only place I don't have the name is on YouTube, because some guy that was on the Xbox had the name as well, and he put a couple YouTube videos out, and he's never checked any of the messages that I've sent him going, "Can I have the fucking YouTube channel, asshole?"
That sounds like a similar problem we've had with so many people here.
Soy still doesn't have SoyTortuga on Twitter. He has SOY Tortuga.
S0.
S0, sorry.
I
Yes.
have
So-
considered an entire brand change
I-
because I'm annoyed by it.
I actually got the Twitter handle by messaging the guy that had MrMcStabby. He hadn't tweeted in like 2 years.
Oh,
I messaged him.
bruh.
It was like 18 months later, I get a message back saying, "Hey, yeah, I don't use this account. do you want it? And I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I want it. And he's like, how much money do you want? He's like, no, it's cool. Here's the password for it. Just make sure you change it all up. It's like,
Deal.
okay, cool.
All right, cool.
Thanks.
So you want to hear
golden age of
my
internet.
horror story of Twitter real quick? I gotta give it to everyone that when it comes up. So if you go look,
Sit back, relax, and retell
Yeah.
the tale. The two of us are like, we've heard this before.
I'm gonna fix something real fast. Okay.
so
I'm
if you
ready
go
for your
to SoyTortuga, it is literally one tweet from 2009. KS, what's the last fucking word? Esto. I'm pretty sure it means what is this? Yeah, one tweet.
What is this on Twitter?
What is this? And then he never tweets again. I'm like, bruh, you should totally give me your handle. And I haven't heard fucking shit since then. Like, you motherfucker. And like, it's 2009, so I'd imagine that. Like, no, I don't even imagine he's seen anything. He's following 5 people. He's following The Onion, The White House, what the fuck? What is this? What? What?
See what
So
you just
hello,
need to
Ranger,
do,
and hello, Pew Pew.
you should
I
just
am
go
so
through account
confused.
recovery and be like, I forgot everything. It's been 10 years since I've logged in.
I'm a.
Hey, it's my people. My people are showing up in chat.
Oh, man.
nice. Seeing other communities show up to support their
Mhm.
favorites. Even on
Look at the variety in this group.
What the heck?
Here.
If you keep like rooting
oh,
around
shit,
on your
hey.
chair, I'm gonna start throwing
Yeah.
ones at you.
Look at that button we have there on somebody.
That's the first we've got to talk about. I guess we can talk about it now. Yeah, there's now the founder badges in chat.
Founder badges.
Yeah, so they're like the first for affiliates. It's the first 10 people who subs to your channel, and then for partners,
Really?
first 25 have a first on their thing.
Oh,
Nice little
very
fancy
cool.
thing. I think there's plans to add more to it. What the hell are you doing, Steven, by the way?
I'm debating going and getting a drink.
Just go get a drink.
Fine, I'll be right back.
God, for fuck's sake. Anyways, yeah. So they you can't change them yet, but more than likely people are gonna be able to change them.
Probably not. No, someone asked about it actually, and they were like very adamant, like, no.
Well, no, in the wording on the message they said, like the description of it on their forums was like, not yet. Was the way it was phrased on there when I read through it today. So think at some point you might be able to change it. It's just probably not gonna be anytime soon.
Very
But-
interesting. Okay.
It's still cool because that you know
Yeah.
that those first few who came to your channel, the long timers, can be like, yeah, I was here first. So it's pretty awesome.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, and then I know I
It's
just
weird that takes over their sub badge though.
I had 3 of mine pop off today. Yeah, that's the only reason I like. It's not the coolest thing because it takes away the sub badge, but I think it still should be, at least at some point, edited by a by the community itself, because like being able to set it up so it's a unique badge for those people who have been there the longest.
Yeah.
But
I'm just wondering because there's like a couple of places I've been around forever, but I know they're like I'm probably not in the first 15 or 25. So I wonder if it would be cool if it would be like those that are still around, because if the counts because some partners
Hey.
their first subs probably don't the account probably doesn't even exist anymore.
there's probably a system in place if like the account completely disappears.
Yeah,
Then
they explain
You
that
would-
the only way to lose your founder badge and it to go to the next person in line is to completely delete the account.
Okay.
which I bet
was
you
gonna
that probably
say,
goes
you
for
would-
getting banned too, right?
I was gonna say you would think that would exist, but it's Twitch, so it might not.
Yeah. Sometimes things don't always go the way you think on Twitch.
I mean, they come up with some really cool ideas, and then we sit there and we're like, "Hey, do this; it would be even more amazing." And then sometimes it happens, and sometimes they're like,
someone throws a cat over their chair. And
Yeah.
you good? You
I
good?
just didn't expect you to go there right away.
I
thing with
don't
reference
hold
now.
any punches, dude. When the fuck did I start holding punches?
Never. It's just, sometimes there's a bit more buildup.
"Oh yeah, that's a good one, Pio. You should have a fucking notification that tells you who you're a founder for. That would be very cool."
I think you get a notification.
I got 3 on my notifications. I got one for this channel, I got one for my buddy Hyper, and then none for Phantom. So
I have Orb Pixels, Fizzy, Phantom, Caver J, Buck Nasty, Har Har HQ, but I'm not subbed. Burning Light, Team Stallion, and Bree.
Yeah, right there.
What?
Part of me wants to bring something up live and discuss it now, but I know Deb has anxiety when we do that. So,
Let's go.
I have.
Buckle up.
what's gonna be our first emote? For fuck's sakes!
I'm still very adamant that it should be just Har. That way you can do 2 of them and get Har Har in the chat.
why did we do this?
I'm just sad that my butt emote got denied because it was too sexual.
Yeah, that was. Marie showed me that in the bar. It was,
What kind of butt? Is it a cartoon butt or was
It's totally a cartoon butt. You know
It's
what?
100% a
This is
cartoon.
bare ass.
Yeah, I'm just expecting like a
Pretty
ginger
good.
ass.
Just a really hairy ass.
That's a high
All
quality.
right, who owns this channel and how afraid of you are of TOS?
We've got we are one.
Essentially.
We've yet to get banned, so
We're doing pretty good so far. We've had some close calls.
see, that's not that bad.
I mean, it's like a Brazilian.
You know what you need to do?
You know?
I've seen people pull it off. Just
The
change
nice thing
it
is
so
like
it has
he's even got a little
leggings.
sheath knife on his leg there on the side.
Change it so it has leggings, and that way it'll be like.
I'm
should
just
counter
gonna. I'm gonna have my artist like drop the shorts down to the bottom of the butt crack and put little pockets on the ass, and that should.
No,
should be
okay. So if you want my honest opinion, you should bring those Daisy Dukes down a little bit and give like the frayed denim. That'd be sexual. That'd be.
Yeah, but it's,
I would subscribe just for that emote.
but it's supposed to be. But it's supposed to be my ass. So
I can make you some Daisy
I mean,
Dukes, some frayed
to be
denim.
honest, I've run around in a kilt, and talking Daisy Dukes wouldn't be that much worse.
They're actually very, very, very comfortable.
Can't say I've worn those, so I wouldn't
There's-
know.
There's nothing like having a nice moose knuckle in your shorts.
Yeah.
Hey, the only other person to have my emote just used it. Hooray!
I like shorts. They're comfy and easy to wear.
I'm wearing a pair of shorts right now, despite what the upper attire looks like. Just wearing some basketball shorts.
Same.
Wait, you're supposed to wear shorts? I'm just kidding.
You're supposed to wear bottoms.
Yeah, that only happened to me once. Thank you.
Yeah, that was fucking
And it was
stupid.
funny.
You were live, you started your stream, and then you went, hey, so I have a
fuck,
question.
I can't move. I
I can't move. I'm like, why? Forgot to put on pants before I hit go live.
Yeah, I
Turn
wasn't
off your
expecting to go
fucking camera.
live. It was funny still, so I went with it.
Jesus.
What game were we playing that night? How the
It was Minecraft, I think.
Yeah, alright, yeah, that's...
Okay, so one bottle of Poor Life Choices down. So anyway, anybody in chat that's watching this is Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor. I didn't know this even was made anymore until I wandered past it in the store and went, oh yeah. Yeah, I drank a lot of this in high school. I gotta buy a 6-pack. So
Only drink Mickey's. I can't afford the cans. Drink
so we're drinking Bad Life Choices beer tonight.
Woo! Actually, in high school, I didn't drink that much. Better
I was
now.
straight edge until I was 21.
Same here, actually.
I can't say that. Like, I went into my own apartment with my friends, and then it was like, hey, where's my bottle of vodka? Because his mom would buy us alcohol. So I was like, sweet.
So I grew up a little different. you could hear the banjos from my backyard. I didn't realize people paid for pot until I got to high school.
Shit.
Everybody near me grew the shit. All right. I was just,
back in the day when everyone
What you
smoked it
did.
down for free. Oh God.
Here's the best part. My dad was a cop, and he knew about the shit too. So I was like, I knew it was illegal, but I'm like, what the fuck would you pay for it? Everybody grows it. So I remember showing up to a party my freshman or sophomore year, I can't remember, with a Ziploc bag full of weed, because I was like, oh, I'm going to a party. I'm going to bring some weed. I don't smoke it, but you guys might. They'll probably like it. Apparently, showing up with a gallon size Ziploc bag full of weed is a lot of weed.
Yeah, that's like Pineapple Express levels.
Fuck.
You are everybody's favorite dude.
I just show up and they're like, "Oh, hey, we got the beer in there. Did you bring anything?" And I was like, "Oh yeah," and pull it out of my backpack and just thunk on the coffee table. I'm like, "I brought a little bit of weed."
That's
And the party, just everybody's just.
You heard the record scratch?
there was a stripper in the corner. She just stopped mid-air.
Throw down on it. I'm like, it's not my thing, but I know a lot of you guys smoke pot, and so I'm like, go for it. And they're just dudes were apparently grabbing handfuls, putting in their pocket, I'm taking this home for later. I'm like, yeah.
I could see that.
Okay.
Yeah, Steven?
My college was definitely much like that as well. I mean, well, not to that extent where I was the one bringing gallons of it, but I was the person taking handfuls of other people's gallons.
Yeah.
And that handful would last
What
me
was
about
TwitchCon
a
like
day
last
or
year,
two.
Steven? I can't remember.
Oh yes, TwitchCon last year was me sitting in my car alone because nobody wanted to sit
What?
with me.
Hey, people showed up eventually when they figured out what the fuck you were doing.
One out of the 6 times.
And then I dragged people. I was like, dude, guess what?
The entire time, I'm over here oh, Steven's going outside, Steven's smoking. I'm sitting there just laughing because I don't smoke, but everyone else is so oblivious to that Steven smoked. And he's going out there, and I'm
it blew my mind. He mentioned it in passing. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a second. You have the devil's lettuce.
the thing is, it was great because on the ride from when you picked us up, and you, me, and Blue were in the car, and you're like, "See, I got some stuff," and he opens up his glove compartment. It's just
I only brought it up because Soy was like, "I'm in California. It's legal here, right?" And I was like, "Dude, you're covered. Here you go."
We're good, bro. And then my whole world got shook.
I was like, "Yes, I live in California, and it's a special weekend."
I completely forgot. I was like, oh, fuck.
So I'm an oblivious fuck. My very first PAX West, I'm at this fucking bar with a bunch of streamers that I won't mention any names for, but like 2 or 3 of them would go outside, then come back, and then invite some others, and they kept going, "Hey, you want to go outside for a minute?" I'm like, I'm good. Oh, we're gonna go have a smoke, have a smoke, and I'm like, I don't smoke, thanks. And finally, I'm it's getting hot and sweaty in there, so I go out and stand outside, and I'm like, Jesus, who is fucking burning an entire field of weed? And I stick my head around the corner and look down this alley, and there's all of them just standing there, just fucking lighting this pipe, looking up at me like.
Best part is, was it before or after it was legal in Seattle?
Oh, it was way before it was legal.
Yeah.
This was 4 or 5 years
So
ago.
before it was PAX West, when it was still Prime? I'm
Yeah,
guessing?
back when it was still Prime. Yeah.
I
looking at them all like, you guys, all right, whatever,
I've moved from state to state from Arizona, which it's not legal there, but from that I lived in Washington and Nevada. Legal in both. I was there in Nevada when they legalized it, and there was a shortage at all the dispensaries. They're like,
yeah, that's what happens. Like it happened in Colorado too.
Because they were also
they're like a weekend, all the dispensaries like, "Yo, we're out of weed." Like, fuck.
Well, the other thing is too, Nevada did something wrong with it, which was they only let certain dispensaries dispense, and not all the ones that were trained on it.
That's why Ohio didn't pass it. Just like all the information came out, and it was like,
I live in Oregon, and we didn't have that problem at all.
No, Washington didn't either.
Never a shortage. They were like, it's legal now. Everybody's like, oh, cool. Let me bring the duffel bag into the fucking dispensary to sell the shit, you know?
But so you talk to most of the people in California, they'll tell you, man, I hate the legal laws out here. It ruins everybody's business unless you own like acres of land devoted to it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, that was the thing. Every fucking pot dealer dealer that I knew, they were all pissed because they had to get real jobs. Because it was cheaper to go to the dispensary.
Yep.
and now that, like last year, apparently we had a really good growing season last year. Now even the dispensaries are going, fuck, show up, buy one joint, we'll give you 8 for free. We just need to get rid of the shit. There's so much.
It sounds about right. Last year was a good rain season, and we had a good winter, a lot of snow and stuff up in the Pacific Northwest, so like everything was able to grow.
It's just fucking okay. Like, since we're on the topic of pot, like I just want to give like a quick story as to how naive I was as a kid. My dad is a stoner, always has been, always will be. I didn't know. I didn't put 2 and 2 together and realize, oh, that's what's going on until I got to college, and one of the people that moved into our house with us just smoked pot like nonstop. I was like, man, he really smells like my dad. They probably have the same shit. They're like, fuck it. Now I know why my mom hates my dad. Okay, makes sense now. Jesus.
Don't feel bad. I had a revelation moment this week.
Ooh.
So you know an X-wing in Star Wars?
Yeah.
Things look like an X.
Don't tell me. Oh no.
No.
A guy walked in wearing a TIE fighter shirt, standing next to a guy wearing a bow tie. And I had that moment of, oh. TIE fighter.
See, the real reason is called...
And it was just like, the light bulb went off, and then I immediately was just like, oh.
God damn it, George Lucas.
See,
At least it
the
wasn't
other
like
reason...
X or Y-wing.
Bitch.
The
Yeah, that
reason
was
why it's called a
Tuesday.
TIE fighter is because it's got a twin ion engine inside of it.
Motherfucker looks like a bow tie.
Listen here, dipshit.
Yes, but it's also gonna...
Yeah, but
I have the encyclopedias. Let me have my nerd.
No.
Okay, you can have your nerd, but we both know George Lucas is a troll.
Yes.
So he made up some bullshit to give to the nerds, and the rest of the world, he was like, it's a bow tie.
I like little bow ties.
Someone feeds him a script. Why? So they're called TIE fighters. Yeah, make something up for why they're called that.
Yeah.
Twin ion engines. Fuck it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Just make some shit up. Yeah, all you nerdy fucks. Sure, this is the reason. Idiots.
Man,
Me over
they
here.
won't stop printing money.
Dude, speaking of them printing money, did you see that, like, they just unveiled a whole bunch of new shit? Like toys and everything for Star Wars and stuff?
Yeah, but that's Disney printing money, not George Lucas.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to print any more money. He made his money. Like,
whenever you have a ranch, I think you've made it. Like, I think you're done making money.
He had to sell Disney, so he didn't sell to Disney, so he didn't lose his ranch. Are you kidding?
I mean, that's the hustle. That's part of it, man.
One of my coworkers took that day off of work so that he could go to Target to buy the toys.
Oh my god, that's where he made his money. Like, not the fucking movies, not at all.
No, that's why he wanted. The whole reason why episode 6 is the way it is. Sorry, there's gonna be one of those moments that I go off on a Star Wars tangent, but we're here. The reason why one of the directors for the first 2 films, New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, left is because Lucas wanted to make it lighter, i.e. Ewoks, because they sold toys.
Yep.
And he was like, we weren't making a lighthearted story. Did you see where Empire left off? And so he left, and then we got Return of the Jedi, which isn't anywhere near the worst of the Star Wars films. It's probably top 5 in all honesty, but the fucking Ewoks are
Top 5 out of
our
oh, wait,
reason
where's
why.
that?
And I'm one of the
Okay.
idiots who has a stupid fucking Ewok pop figure because I'm one of them.
Jesus.
So are you guys old enough to where when you were children, you watched He-Man and G.I. Joe and all that shit?
No.
I used to watch it, yeah, but
it wasn't when I was young. Like it was airing.
So you notice how they all, especially G.I. Joe was the most famous for this. Every week almost, they would introduce a new character because the entire business model of that show was let's sell toys.
yeah.
That was the whole reason for the show, was to sell more and more toys. But yeah, I know I grew up on that shit. Fuck, I had probably $1,000 worth of goddamn G.I. Joe stuff. I mowed the shit out of a lot of lawns to buy all that crap.
Well,
And then,
same
you
with
know,
TMNT.
glue it to bottle rockets.
TMNT was the same way. Like they would introduce different mutants because they'd be like,
Yep.
new mutant toy, different
Yep.
form of Shredder. Oh,
Yep.
the turtles
Yeah.
have new costumes.
Yep. You know, there weren't any twin ion engines.
Dude,
Listen here.
this Ninja Turtle comes with Supreme Pizza.
I'm done. Okay,
Well,
so this
There's our title for this podcast on YouTube. This turtle comes with Supreme Pizza.
Fuck yes, that's perfect.
Damn it.
I mean, hey, that sounds like a guy who knows how to sell toys to me.
Yeah.
They probably made one with it. Let's be honest. Fuck, it was good. That's the other thing. Just like kids show, the reason why they also changed the reasons why Teen Titans did not air the sixth season, was because they didn't feel it was going to sell enough toys, and that a season centered around Starfire being a female character would not do as well, because they felt that their demographic audience wouldn't like that as much. Fun fact, we were fine with the Raven and the Terra seasons.
Except if they aired that shit now, it would be insanely popular, and you would see nothing but Starfire boobs all over every cosplay thing everywhere.
I mean, according to Family Guy, there was still a lot of boobs and penises in Star Wars, so...
No, Starfire, Teen Titans.
Oh, I guess that's the same.
No, it's so... What?
Sorry.
literally the same exact thing, dude.
See, I'm getting threats in chat, but he's not. What the fuck?
It's because I just started talking.
Ah, okay.
I've been quiet most of this time.
Starfire, you zone out and just come back. We're just... God damn
sorry.
it.
I'm looking at pictures and videos of cats on Twitter, and
Motherfucker.
These fake geeks.
You can't take
mean,
the fake geeks.
You can't say that about Dev. He's the host. Come on.
Motherfucker, listen here. I ain't no fake geek.
he's not even a geek.
yeah,
He's a
name
dork.
one Yu-Gi-Oh
Gosh.
card.
The what?
Name one Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Dark Magician, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Red Eyes Black Dragon,
There we go.
Time Wizard,
Those
Baby
aren't
Dragon.
legal, so those don't count.
Hang on, give me 1 second. I'll be
Go
right
fuck
back.
yourself.
Those are actually none of those are in the current edition.
Yeah,
so
go. You know what? The
don't-
show doesn't go off the fucking rules of the game, anyways.
I mean,
What
technically,
was that? I just heard angry yelling from across the room.
Go fuck
like,
yourself.
to be fair,
we
the whole
were just mocking Dev again. It's okay.
the only reason Yugi ever won was because the power of the puzzle was revealed in the final episode.
I mean, according to Duelist Academy, which is Series 2 of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Which Steven's actually the expert on Yu-Gi-Oh! Because he's watched almost all the shows.
I've seen every show except for the most recent one that's airing on Crunchyroll right now. So, no, I also haven't seen the one before that either, technically. But
I just know at some point they revealed that the puzzle gave Yugi the ability to will cards to the top of his deck.
essentially,
So the cards was literally just him cheating the entire fucking time.
Pretty much, yeah.
I need this one card. Well, shit.
But according to the second series, the reason why he won so much is because his deck is the most balanced deck of all time.
That's
However,
shit.
However, when somebody stole his deck in one episode and used it against the main character, he still lost because the main character had the heart of the cards while the thief didn't.
Fucking Yu-Gi-Oh. How can you have an entire show where the only reason why the character loses is because he, as far to my knowledge,
is Joey and he goes, "Nyeh." Like that's the only reason he loses.
I mean, yeah, you could be Joey and have your entire deck built off of luck and RNG mechanics.
Oh my god, fuck.
Listen here, that's fine.
Plot convenience, man. We needed it. Thank you, Pew Pew. I know my Yu-Gi-Oh.
Your nerd penis is both longer and fatter than mine.
I also like Magic the Gathering.
A far better card game than Yu-Gi-Oh.
Have you ever played the Dragon Ball Z card game?
No.
I played Magic the Gathering in the 90s,
Nice.
and then I discovered boobs.
See,
Oh man,
I was
you missed-
able to
you
balance
missed out on the
boob
prime
and card.
time when they had boobs on the Magic the Gathering card.
Yes, yeah. So I played Magic the Gathering again this year when it came out on PC, and that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the shit out of it.
I really got to say, the Magic Arena does a really good job of, one, reintroducing people who maybe haven't played in a while to the game and teaching new players the game. Because, like, that tutorial, actually, I'm like, I used to be someone people would be like, so how do you play Magic? Nowadays, I'm just like, just play Magic Arena online. Like, it'll teach you better than I can. So, which is nice.
Yeah, it reintroduced me to all the shit that I'd forgotten.
I got Magic cards.
I have a box of them in my closet that I'm not going to go, well, I think everyone's showing off now.
I was about to say, well, see, I was going to grab my Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but those are buried in my closet. I know where they're buried, but I'm not going to grab those.
Oh,
I have Magic cards too, but that's only because I went to TwitchCon.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got a red-white deck. I got a, I don't know where I said it. I got a blue,
I've got a playing deck of 2018 TwitchCon cards too, which I've been trying to use to do magic tricks with, but it's...
I got these as well.
Oh, Forsaken.
Yep.
Nice. It's show and tell time on the Har Har podcast.
Yep.
I don't really have anything to... You got shot
I
glasses.
also have this bad boy right
I have
here.
shot glasses. Does that count as something to show off?
Ah, yes, your SNES.
Breaking Bad ones.
I'm just drinking out of giant bottles.
So I actually, good one on these. I actually put one of these, I wanted 3 of these. They're little just 50 milliliter beakers. So I put them on my like Christmas wish list. Apparently I'm not all that bright and I don't read instructions well. So I put 3 cases of 12 on my Christmas wish list. And my mom bought them for me for Christmas. So for like the last 2 years, every time I go to a party, I'll take like 2 of these and just leave them at people's houses. So you go, oh, Stabby was here.
Lord's work, man.
Stabby was here. We have extra shot glasses.
Next year, just bring me one. I'll add it to my shot glass collection. I got this one because of Soe.
I tried to bring one with me last TwitchCon, but it broke in the flight.
Damn.
Aw.
You gotta like super wrap everything on
But the tiny penises made it.
Yeah.
Do those have the faces and everything on them?
Not only do they have the faces, can we make that to?
Yeah, there we go. That's kind of
But
zoom. There
if
we
you
go.
spin them around, I don't know
Oh,
if
they
you
got
can see
little
in there.
butts.
They got a little butt crack. They got a little butt crack.
Art, ladies and gentlemen, art.
Who was it who had like the penis like I'm thinking sprinkles, sparkles, glitter. Who had the penis glitter that I saw? It was someone that we know.
Frank.
Why are you looking at some guy's penis, whether or not it has glitter on it?
Because I watch a lot of RuPaul's Drag Race. What do you want?
Oh, okay.
That's good. No, that's good. Yeah.
You know, I didn't expect Steven to be the one breaking people tonight. I honestly expected Stabby to come in and do that. No, Steven's still just over here breaking people.
I know what to say and how to be inappropriate.
I am thoroughly impressed, you know. Here I thought I had to walk into the wrong bar to see somebody fart glitter.
No. You'd be amazed how wild it is in San Jose.
Good thing I don't live there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So what the
I
fuck
don't know
are you
where
talking
we're
about
going with
glitter
that.
again?
I saw on somebody's Twitter after they got back from TwitchCon that they had a whole bunch of like,
Dick glitter.
yes. And they're like, it still's with me. And I was like, who is what? And I can't remember who it is. I'm assuming just off the top of my head, Gilly, but I don't know.
All right, give me a
Okay.
second.
Why would you need dick glitter? And is it flavored?
Well, Gilly's not on Twitter, so it wasn't Gilly.
Oh, that's a good point.
And
Was it
you
on
know,
Instagram?
showing off, I guess. I don't know. People.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not
I
literal
ain't gonna-
like, glitter for your dicks.
Oh,
I mean,
it's glitter.
in
Dick
the
shape of dicks.
yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I was
Yes.
like, you know,
that makes far more sense.
Yeah.
I've shown a couple of people my dick in my time, and I can guarantee you, putting glitter on it first, not gonna help.
I
Fair
mean,
enough. God damn it.
I mean, the best you can hope for is, oh, it's cute. You don't want to be like, oh, it's sparkly, and that's gonna chafe.
I love Twilight.
Yeah, exactly, Pew. You don't want to put glitter on your dick because
Yeah,
that's gonna.
That's not gonna go well. But you saying
No.
glitter in the shape of dicks makes way more sense. I worked at Spencer's. You would have said that. I'm like, I know exactly what you're talking about. We sell
Okay.
that shit.
okay. But also at the same time, I do know of a song called Glitter on My Dick by a person named Alaska Thunderfuck. So,
Oh, that sounds like a song by them. Glitter on my dick.
yeah. And the chorus is Glitter on My Dick.
Glitter on my dick.
Glitter on my dick.
Glitter on my dick.
You're both really close.
Glitter on my
actually.
dick. Glitter on my dick. Ain't nothing but glitter on my dick.
Say dick twice and then you've got it.
Are you looking it up?
What?
There's a lot of drag queen songs that my stepmother listens to, and I happen to hear.
You
every
have
once
now
in a while.
forever changed my YouTube. Fuck you, man.
Okay. There's also a song. If you really want a funny song,
Nope.
it's "Sexy Nerd."
Nope. I'll pass.
Oh, God damn it! I don't know how to route shit through. God damn it!
Are you trying to route it
Fucking
through?
My Go XLR. I don't have it wired up right.
Oh,
Yeah, there's this fucking weeaboo song.
is it the one Curvy listened to for like 5 hours, or is it a different one?
What one is that?
I can't remember, but it's.
So sweet dreams are made of weebs.
All right. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
The Weeb Anthem. Okay.
Sweet dreams are made of weaves.
Who am I to disagree?
By which
Are you-
one?
are-
By
are
a
you
little,
jamming it for this-
little,
Little knee.
little me.
Yeah.
Fuck off with your stupid advertisements.
So
I'm assuming it's something like "Travel the World by Watching the Screens."
I
and then-
No.
don't remember. I was too busy masturbating.
No.
okay.
Traveled through the realms, through all the furries.
So, cause I'm old.
Okay.
About 3 or 4 months ago, I discovered fucking TikTok.
It's okay.
I still haven't downloaded it.
What? Yeah, sure.
If you have a boring day job and you just need to get lost in some mind-numbing what the fuck, it's the greatest app. The shit on there is so insane.
Part of me feels like I'd be great there.
You probably would. I'll be honest, Steven.
would.
It would be your John. It would be your way to do content. You would be great on there.
Yeah.
7 seconds of hilariousness.
Yeah.
And 2 weeks
all
of
you-
fans.
It's Steven's prime amount of time to be funny because he can't. 7 seconds is all he's got, and then he has to go
Yeah.
like another, 20 minutes of just nothing. 7 seconds of funny.
7 seconds. His poor imaginary girlfriend.
Hey. It used to be 30, so I think I'm getting better.
Oh, okay.
Speed running this shit.
I need more. Jesus Christ. I'm getting more beer.
I am not drunk enough for this shit.
Sorry.
Excuse
I'm
me, here
sorry.
I come. So, if you jump against this wall enough times, you can get done in the 7-second flat area.
Sure. I'm assuming I understood what you said through the giggles.
I said if you rub against this wall enough times, you can get done in the second run time area.
Look, I know a few girls that would appreciate that 7 seconds and still making breakfast.
Can you introduce me?
Dude, it's really easy. Come on up to Oregon.
Keyword come.
Yep. And open up your Twitter app. Or not your Twitter app, your
Tinder.
Tinder, that's it.
Download that one.
So I downloaded. Oh, I got actually two. I got a Tinder story.
I heard this last night. It's great.
You open up your Tinder app and you just start swiping right on every girl that, if she's looking directly at the camera, you have to look into her eyes and see the lack of a soul and the utter desperation in there. And that's the girl. She's going to appreciate that 7 seconds.
Because it's been a while for her.
Good to know.
So on the whole, turning 40 and becoming and having a dad bod and having 20-year-olds come out of the fucking woodwork. I went on a date last night and it was awkward.
What has this devolved into? Just what
Just-
it devolves into.
Yeah, I
every
mean, we're
Thursday.
here. We're at the point we
Like-
usually get to. We don't even need all of our normal chat to be here to devolve us into this. Apparently, we
Yeah.
just end up here anyways.
It's just me.
So
It's Steven.
I'm on a date with this girl, and this is like, we're at the most Portland bar I've ever been to. It's nothing but
So a strip
flannel
club.
and
Sorry, what?
no. This is even more than that.
Oh, fair enough.
So me and this girl are sitting there, we're talking, and I'm going, what? Because I can't hear where the shit, and she apparently mumbles a lot. So she's like, it's a real sausage fest in here. And I kind of spin around in my chair and look around, and yeah, it's nothing but dicks for days. It was like her and like 4 other women in this place, and she looks at me and goes, I bet there's guys on here from Tinder. So I'm like, all right, open up your app, set your range to 1 mile because we're not that close to anything else, and see who's here. We found 3 people on her Tinder app that were in there, and she's like, all right, now we know who the straight guys are. You need to set yours to show me men and see if we can find any more. We found 1 more dude.
Nice.
And I was like, that's fucking cool. I forgot to change it back to show me women. I woke up this morning.
What the fuck are all these dudes?
I woke up this morning with 5 super likes.
Oh my god.
And like 90 fucking likes. And I'm just like,
Wait, you talked about this last night. Did you forget to turn it off last night?
I just like closed the app. I didn't switch it back to show me women. I just closed it and like fucking threw it on the nightstand and went to bed. So I woke up this morning with just dicks everywhere. I mean, it was like, I'm like, holy shit, that's a lot of penis.
Last night you said it was 40. You more than doubled. You had that late night prowl.
Oh my god, yeah, they were everywhere. I'm just like,
Go ahead.
kind of wish I was gay. Like, I would be getting laid constantly.
I have a friend from college who just recently kind of got himself out of depression, and he's kind of like getting into his life again. So he's got a job, he's dyed his hair, he's exercising, and the other day he downloaded Tinder. He's gay, of course. And he said that, well, he's technically bi, and he said that since he set up his Tinder, he has had 4 likes from girls, and every single male that he swiped right on was also a like. So every single person he swiped on has liked him beforehand, and he was like,
Nice.
damn, guys are thirsty. Like,
So yeah, apparently, if you really want to get laid, you just have to download Tinder and be gay.
Yeah.
Because
I thought that's what Grindr was for.
I don't know, but I was like, I'm jealous. Like, fuck. Oh, fucking Pew, Jesus, I love you, man. I love you, Pew. Did you check your alert thing? Do you have a founder's badge in my channel? Because I bet you do.
Oh, that's too great.
Fuck you, man. You know what? I'm probably gonna have that fucking emote spammed in my chat constantly. Now from Pew, and I'm okay with that.
I mean, as long as you're okay with it, right? That's what matters. You know what? You know what else is pretty cool? You know about those dating apps? Nothing else. I'm just so done with them.
Oh,
Well,
Dragon, that's mean.
They're designed to do the opposite of what people think they're for. If they worked, they wouldn't exist.
Yeah. Well,
You know,
and I'll be honest, this day and age, it's kind of really awkward to go to a bar and talk to someone because this day and age, I'm sorry, it's like no one does that. So the fuck else are you supposed to do?
Are you sure it's awkward, or is it just you unable to read the situation?
Okay, there's also that, but
So
You make a
DorkyDev,
valid point, but that doesn't mean I'm any less correct.
DorkyDev has met me in person. We hung out a little bit at TwitchCon.
it's
You've
good.
seen my face and my demeanor. Do you think I have ever walked up to a girl in a bar and had a positive reaction?
Just this tall motherfucker, big ass beard.
I'm big, and I got a big old beard, and I tend to forget to smile, so I can get that heavy brow ridge thing going on. And I just walk up, "Hey, you have a nice outfit." And I might as well have walked up and said, "Can I
You
eat
got
your
a pretty mouth.
Can I eat your babies? You got a pretty mouth." You know? Yeah, it's
You're
like,
Sasquatch from Undead Nightmare. You eat babies.
now on the flip side, I've gone to a gay bar and like gone up to get a drink and been like, "Excuse me," and had a little tiny fella turn around and go, "No, but you can squeeze in." I'm just like, different world. But I appreciate the offer, sir. I don't know. But yeah, honestly, that's one of the best confidence boosters out there. Go to a gay bar and get hit on. Holy shit, that's amazing.
There was, me and my friend were walking to a Circle K, and we were just gonna grab like some sodas, and we got in his car. We walk over there, and all of a sudden, someone walks out of there. He's like, "Oh, you two are looking delicious," and I was like, "Thank you." As I walked in, I'm like, "Shit, I feel
my
good after
God.
that."
Is it bad that whenever that happens, I put on my best like Gabriel Iglesias like effeminate guy voice and be like, "Oh my God, sweetie, yes."
No, that's the thing. That's
like,
what
I love doing it because it shocks them because they think they're talking to a straight white dude that's bigger than shit carrying groceries, and then they're like, "Oh God, I have a chance, fuck!" And then I just keep walking.
See, that's one of the things I actually love about the gay community is they are not shy about throwing compliments at other dudes.
No.
I have almost never been complimented by a woman, and hell of a never in public. But a gay guy walking down the street, I'll just look over and be like, "You are rocking that shirt." I'm like, "Oh, thanks."
You know, something for me, I've actually gotten more compliments over the last like year. Like, just it's been different for me lately. Like, different hairstyle. I've like when I wore the banana shirt that I have, like everyone's like, "That looks really good on you." I'm like, "Thanks." Like, cool.
Real talk though, that banana shirt is like it has a very specific audience.
Yeah, and you know what? You saw my Twitter. I ran into someone with the same exact shirt. So
I did not see that on Twitter. Did y'all exchange numbers? Because that's like never going to happen again.
he worked for one of the things there. Never saw him again. He disappeared as me and Steele walked out of the concert. So, no, it like there were several people who was like, "That shirt looks really good on you, Dev." I'm like, "Thanks, thank you."
It's nice. It's a rarity.
Compliments make things just better.
Yeah, and it's a rarity in this day and age for a guy to get a compliment.
Yep.
You know, and it's cool when it happens. So yeah, everybody in chat, compliment your guy friends.
I'm very lucky to be in a relationship where I get told I'm sexy all the time, even though like I know I look like hot garbage.
So you're sexy and you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Dev. I was hoping somebody would do it.
You know what? I got one thing to say to that. That right there.
Hey, Dev, can you hit the button that's perfectly recorded for me?
Fuck you. That one?
Thank you. Yes.
Do you still have the perfect crunch?
Somewhere in the audio files. I don't have it saved on hand.
You bastard! It was the best soundbite ever.
I've had better.
No.
Maybe the best crunch, but I've had other great. Like my fuck you is kind of a prime.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
Do you still have what's his name from the Apocalypse Driving movie that I'm forgetting at the moment?
Mad Max? Probably not on the podcast set, I don't think. Hold on, is this it?
You still have that set up, but you don't have the chip crunch.
Okay, chip crunch was on my other audio file, not on my podcast audio file. All right, that was done on the game one.
I just love the origin of the chip crunch because it was like just me and Dev sitting in Discord. Just talking, hanging out, and then I'm eating Pringles. He's like, man, that's like a really good crunch. I'm like, thanks. That's like the weirdest compliment I've ever gotten in my fucking life, but okay. It's like, can you do it again? Only like make it more perfect. I'm like, I guess. And then it went from just one chip to me devouring 4 of them just to get like the perfect crunch into my mic. And
it's a good audio
and then Jay came back and was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Why are you eating chips by like the handful? Bruh, I don't know.
I still have to say,
wanted something.
my favorite situation when it comes to like Jay being around was I was setting up for a 3rd player optional with Jay and Torn, and I was the 3rd player, and I walked away from my computer, and when I walked back, my cat was sitting on my desk right here in front of my microphone. And I was like, okay, kitty, you gotta move so I can sit for the podcast. And without putting my headphones on, all I hear from the other side is, no!
Because we're trying to get a screenshot. I still have that on my computer, actually. I posted in Discord.
Yeah, Jay and Soy, that was, yeah. And just screams of, don't move the cat!
You don't move the cat. It's just common knowledge. Unless he's being a fucking terror to your entire life. That motherfucker. Like, there's still wet paw prints on my bed from him. I don't know what the fuck he does.
There we go. There it is.
Where'd you send it?
Discord.
Well, I can't check it, so.
I know. Oh, it's not for their eyes. It's for ours.
Fair enough.
It was just so perfect.
Yeah.
That's Chloe. She's adorable.
There's something amazing about following porn stars and cam models on Twitter is that I only follow a couple of them, but every now and then I'll like open up Twitter and it's just, hey, titties. Sorry, I got distracted by boobs. I regret nothing.
Hey, I mean, can't blame you. For me, it's one of those funny things. Just like I've selectively chosen my my Twitter. Instagram, on the other hand, is like I'm not opening that anywhere out in public because
yeah. So one of my hobbies is I work as a photographer. And so a lot of the people I follow on Instagram are cosplay models and what is everywhere in Portland is bikini baristas. So I can't open my Instagram at work at all, ever, because it's nothing but thongs and butts and boobs everywhere.
That's how I feel as a photographer for schools, for yearbooks and ID photos. Like, I go to elementary schools and high schools.
Okay.
And I'm like, I can't open my Instagram or Twitter at work or else I'm going to get fired.
Okay, because I was sitting here talking about boobs and butts, and you're like, that's how I feel about going to elementary schools.
Yeah.
I was very,
I was
very
that was going
scared.
somewhere. Yeah.
You know, I make the joke, but sometimes the way you lead into those situations
I know.
doesn't help the joke.
That was
know.
I was hoping. I was like, man, are we gonna be contacting the FBI at the end of this?
Oh, totally. Absolutely. It's not like we make that joke every other week, but yes. Yeah, that's what happens when you work for a photography company.
Okay, we haven't made that joke for a while, all right? The only time we've made that joke at any time in recent history was when you walked into the joke by saying something like that.
It's about to say, I do, part of me does it intentionally because people's reactions.
Trying to read what the fuck you're actually gonna say.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
I mean,
even chat reactions, like,
yeah.
It's just,
Fuck.
phrasing is important, and I don't care about phrasing. That's why I was a terrible musician. Ah, puns.
God damn it. I got that.
I'm sorry. I gotta do research again. I gotta figure out when Endless Shrimp is ending again.
On what? Like, Red Lobster?
Yeah.
What the fuck is? Oh, I'm like, what the fuck is Endless Shrimp? Is that the channel I should be following?
No. It's a bi-yearly tradition where I go to Red Lobster and just gorge myself on shrimp.
Is it all kinds of shrimp or one specific kind of shrimp that you get endless amounts?
Each year it changes, like what they do. Like they have their shrimp scampi, obviously. But like every year, like 2 weeks before it goes down, they're like, here's the endless shrimp lineup. I'm like, oh God, it's that time of year again. Like this year it's crispy sriracha honey shrimp, teriyaki grilled shrimp, shrimp scampi again, shrimp linguine alfredo, and hand breaded shrimp.
I've only ever been to Red Lobster once. I had a weird experience at one. It wasn't at that one, but it was just the experience as a whole that happened during that. This is one of the many stories of Dev gets taken advantage of.
If this doesn't end with you prolapse in a Red Lobster bathroom, I really don't.
I just want to hear Tortuga say shrimp a few more times because with his accent, him saying shrimp that many times, I'm just picturing Forrest Gump.
There's bull shrimp. There's
Thank you.
hand breaded shrimp. There's
Shrimp stew.
linguine alfredo, garlic shrimp scampi, teriyaki grilled shrimp, Korean grilled shrimp.
I don't know where you from, but are they crawdads or mudbugs?
Crawdads.
Okay.
Sometimes we call them crawdaddies, and it's weird. Because then you go down to the creek to catch some crawdaddies with your daddy, and it's weird. And some people get the wrong picture when you say that shit. It's weird. I don't like it.
Sorry, all right, let's go back to Dev getting taken advantage of. Sorry, I
Yeah, let's go that way.
So let's hear about this prolapse anus in a Red Lobster bathroom.
There
Let's go.
wasn't that, all right?
Oh, okay.
It was.
Totally not interested.
Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Oh,
Well, those cheddar biscuits are the fucking best, and they are better than Olive Garden's breadsticks. I've heard
What?
that
Get shit
argument
outta here.
before, and I will agree that the biscuits are better than the breadsticks. So
Yeah, because you actually want that fifth basket instead of the fifth basket of fucking breadsticks.
Chatter Bay? Is that what you?
Cheddar bait. Whoa. Fuck!
Now your honey's gonna walk in and be like, "Are you okay?"
No.
No, she's probably gonna just walk in and go and walk.
Yeah, she wouldn't know for me. Staring at the door waiting. As my cat just licks itself furiously on his cat tower.
Jesus Christ. Also, hi, Jason.
Perfect time for you to come in, honestly.
Okay. So yeah, the cheddar biscuits are fucking fantastic. They
Cheddar Bay. Jesus. I had to say it correctly one time just because I had to do it for myself.
Fair enough. They're delicious. They essentially are the most flaky, but also they almost dissolve as you eat them. And cheddar bay biscuits. You know, they can sell those.
Not on this site.
No,
Am
not
I
on
just
this
entirely
site.
too northern that at least half of this shit is just flying right past me?
so it's literally just a biscuit. So like, you know, a regular old biscuit, but it has cheese and butter and like chives and stuff.
And
in
Old
it.
Bay seasoning.
Yes,
Is he saying Cheddar Bay biscuits?
that's what I'm saying. Yes.
Okay, because all I'm hearing from SoyTortuga is Cheddar Bay, and I'm sorry, I need that translated into northern.
Listen here. I'm not even Southern. Oh my God.
Soy can't even rise again.
I can't. You see, this is how you make fun of someone's accent, like, tastefully, instead of just coming in like, oh, K-Kona!
Again, the fight between you and Greek God, whenever that does happen.
Oh my God, he's gonna get fucking destroyed.
That's still a year in the making, and nothing's happened.
Chasing Deathbeds had it perfectly. Cheddar bait. That's what I was fucking hearing. I'm like, are we fucking fishing for cheese?
I mean, it is a
What the fuck?
It is for Red Lobster. It is.
So you're not. Wouldn't be far off.
You're not too off, man.
No, so they're delicious, and you've had Olive Garden's breadsticks, right?
Yes, I've had Olive Garden breadsticks. Yeah.
Don't even compare.
They don't. Like, and those
Okay.
are good breadsticks. But these are the best bread you can eat before a meal because you almost choose to eat it instead of your meal.
So I've never actually been to a Red Lobster.
Been there once.
There's one like 3 miles from where I live, but I live near Portland where seafood is fucking everywhere. There's
You have no
way
reason.
in hell I'm going to Red Lobster.
No,
and
no,
order
there's no
seafood.
reason for you to do it. Living in
No,
Washington.
just go for the
Yeah.
biscuits.
Just go there. Yeah. Okay.
I
Get a
don't want any
steak.
of your shit seafood. I
Get
just
a
want a bag
steak
of
while you're
biscuits.
there.
No, ew. That's fucking no.
So
Just get biscuits, get them in a brown paper bag, take them to another place that has good food, good fish.
So for me, yeah, that was like, so I went to Vegas a couple years ago. Fuck.
Who just died?
I think his cat did.
No, it's not even
You have
in
a
the room.
cat? Oh.
He's
Oh, it's just the ghost.
No, this was more than a few. This was like 2006, 2007. I go down to Vegas, and me and the ex-wife, we walk into this restaurant, and sit down. It's a nicer place, and the waitress comes up and she's like, "Oh, the special tonight is salmon." And I looked at her and I was like, "Oh, cool. I'm from Portland. What kind of salmon?" And she looks at me with all sincerity and she goes, "It's a fish." And apparently, I went from smiling to what the fuck? Look at my face, because my ex-wife is like, "Oh shit." I can see her face just like.
Son of a bitch.
So I turn and I look up at this waitress and I just go, "I'll have the steak." She was like, "No, the salmon is very good." And I said, "Well, if you don't know what the fuck kind of salmon it is, I'm pretty sure it's just a fish. So, hell no." And like, she starts getting really offended. I'm like, "Look, lady, I'm from Portland. If you can't tell me what fucking kind of salmon it is, I'm not eating it because I don't know what the fuck it is." She's like, "Oh." But yeah, anytime I've gone to a restaurant right now since then, and somebody will come up and be like, "Oh yeah, we're serving salmon tonight," I'll always look at somebody else, whether they know the joke or not, and just look at them and go, "It's a fish."
So if you want to laugh more at this story, I want you to Google how many kinds of salmon are there. Because
There's a lot.
No, the answer from Google is fucking priceless. At least 9.
At least 9. There's Atlantic, there's Chinook, there's Sockeye.
There it is. At least 9.
Yeah.
You know, there ain't a hard number on it. We're just pretty sure there's
Pretty sure there's more than 9.
There's
of them.
around 9 of
10,
them.
12, 50. We don't know.
At least 9.
We're still trying to hammer that shit out. There's a big ocean.
So
At least
in my
9.
mind, I'm waiting for this lady to look at me and
Okay.
say the 3 big ones that are in Portland are Coho, Sockeye, and Chinook. I'm looking at her to like, which of the 3 is it? She's like, it's a northwestern salmon.
Well, that
Still doesn't help.
What kind?
If you look up how many kinds of tuna there are, it says there are 15 kinds of tuna. I'm like, okay, cool. So I looked up how many kinds of carp are there? At least 30.
That's because goldfish are carps too. Like, there's just a lot of fucking carp.
And
I thought Google knew everything.
How many
just now
kinds
going-
of tilapia are there?
Garbage fish.
At least 9.
At least as many kinds of tilapia as there is of salmon.
What kind of catfish?
At least 9. At
There are
least 9.
3,000 kinds of catfish.
Like, almost all those live in the Ohio River, and it's all because they're different mutations.
Okay.
So-
Yeah.
I'm running out of fish.
How
Boy.
many kinds of shrimp are there? At
Sure,
least 39.
Oh wow. We've
Baked.
got hard science here.
Baked shrimp, fried shrimp, breaded shrimp.
They know at least 15 that I don't. Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
I'm so glad that this is like every other fucking podcast I have ever been on. And we've rapidly devolved into fucking insanity.
This is every single week
This
for
is-
me.
And if you tried to follow the thought train from the beginning of this fucking podcast to now,
It started with daddy
you'd
issues. And
be
now we're-
institutionalized.
I'm pretty sure it all shifted. I don't know when. I'll say when I started talking. Just
I think about 3 seconds after we said hi. It took a hard left at Albuquerque and we're fucked.
That's how this goes every fucking week.
Yeah, this is just par for the course, dude.
And
Ooh.
people ask if
All right,
I'm
all right.
crazy.
How many kinds of crabs are there?
Ooh.
it depends on which kind of crabs you're looking up.
I just want to know if it lists genital as one of them.
Thank you.
They're fucked. I'm out of water.
Oh, so I think I have a problem when it comes to drinking beverages because I just
Oh, yeah?
so I've 1
Okay.
empty bottle, 2 empty bottles, an empty gallon, and a bottle I've started.
You pee a lot, don't you?
Actually, no.
Yeah, those are the other bottles that he can't show you.
So wait, if you don't pee a lot, are you just like sweating it out of your ass?
No, well, actually, so I go
That's
to the bathroom.
I love
At
how you
least-
just very slyly ask if he has a self-lubricating asshole.
Look, we're going back to the gay topic, all right?
Yeah, totally. No,
Yeah.
So
now
tell
I'll
me about
change
your
it to my
butthole.
bathroom schedule instead.
Mm.
Just kidding. So my butthole is totally tight and ready.
We've worked so
I'm
hard
just-
for this channel, and we're so willing just to chuck it all away.
I was so hoping, honestly, I'm hoping to just watch Dev's head bounce off the desk as he goes to facepalm and misses.
That would be him. He stabbed himself with a toothpick. I could see him missing a face palm.
Okay, listen. I was playing out west, and the big dude was coming, and I panicked. All right, it was scary.
All I heard was big dude.
I realized where you were gonna fucking go
So
with that.
you
I
stabbed
knew.
yourself with a toothpick because a big dude was coming.
Listen,
It was that exciting.
It was in
I mean, I know you're not very tall. Was it a really tall guy and something
okay, I
came
am not
over you?
short.
That's
it was
a pet
just,
peeve
it
of
was
his.
just a bear at a gay bar, man. Like, and he wasn't even intimidating. He was coming at him, just shaking his hips, swaying in the wind.
I'm gonna get some water.
But did the bear have penis
and
glitter?
you guys work this out.
Yes.
It's all about the
Goodbye,
penis
Dev.
glitter.
Yeah, he had a little fanny pack right over his junk.
All right, boys. I think this
So, let's
means
have
we
a real
win.
conversation. Let's have a real conversation.
Okay.
So,
Okay. We're on Twitch, real conversation. I just downloaded Apex. It's kind of fun.
Oh, that's cool. I recently re-downloaded League at the behest of Dev, and I'm hating myself because I'm loving it.
I'm actually oddly proud of myself that I've never played League.
It pulled me.
I played 2 rounds of Heroes of New Earth, and that is the only time I have ever played any game like that.
So
Because it
the
just
only
hurts
version-
my soul a little.
Yeah, the only version of League I've played is Teamfight Tactics, and I only played like 2 games of that.
Yeah, that's what drew me back in.
I played League for the first time last week.
We're not talking about League of Legends. We're talking about League of Assholes. We're forming a villain group. I'm sorry, you can't be in because you're not an asshole.
Yeah, I don't think your
That's a
butt
first.
is. I don't think your butt is hairy enough for the extraordinary league of hairy assholes.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'll
I'm-
I'll just go fuck myself, I guess. I don't know. I don't got anything else.
Conveniently,
to add to
that is a service we offer.
Ooh, that leads me to a follow-up question from the question before we started this.
Uh-oh.
If you shave your balls when you masturbate, do you feel like a pedophile?
Wait, so mid-act of masturbation, you're shaving? Or...
No. He shaved.
Jesus,
You
I'm
want to
too
know
like,
if Dave?
I
If Dave
told him dangerously, but dangerous.
Yeah, I was about to say that I heard wording wrong. I'm apologize. Yeah, thank you, Pew.
So before the podcast started, I asked Dev if he shaved his balls so that way any girl he's with feels like a pedophile because look at that fucking baby face.
It's not fair, all right? Everyone else is follically gifted.
You know,
I am Irish, I am Scottish, I am Norwegian, I am German. You would think, for the love of God, just at least here and here would fucking grow in and help. But no, all I got is this fucking
Did he
shit
say he was German?
and shit.
Yes.
I
Okay,
got
making sure.
the bald chin and the fucking like half stash, and that's it.
So you can
And a
grow a
shit
Hitler
ton of
stash
pubes.
without shaving?
No, I can't.
Oh, you go the
I have
reverse.
the,
You go the reverse Hitler.
I have this. I have the reverse Hitler.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You have the Worf from Star Trek.
Yes, I have the Worf from Star Trek. Thank you.
I mean, I can't really say much because whenever my facial hair grows in, it grows in all like white trash, like Joe Dirt. So,
I mean, you guys do save a lot of money on razors.
no, because I buy expensive razors.
Yeah. I actually shave using one of the old school double edge razor blades, so I spend like 50 cents a
actually,
year.
got my razor blade. What's that?
Yeah, I spend like 50 cents a year on blades because they're dirt cheap.
If I had a steadier hand, I'd get a straight edge blade, but I don't think I have a steady enough hand for that.
No, fuck that, dude. I shake too much.
Dude, I had a straight
Yeah.
I had a straight razor for a long time. They're just a pain in the ass to maintain. It's
Yeah.
like stropping that thing, it's a bitch. That's why I just went fuck it and got the old double edged razor handles and started buying those blades
I just use
instead.
a Pro Glide. It's just easier.
Okay, Soy.
What's
He's
he
gonna show
doing?
you he's grabbing his other razor now.
I just use a Pro Glide. It's easier. I don't have to worry about like I don't cut my face really because it just kind of glides. I'm just like, this is nice. It's easy.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, for most people that works really well until you, that's it right there. So what Soy just held up, that's very similar to what I use. I have a couple of those. They're nice because you spend nearly nothing and it's a really comfortable fucking shave.
I think you can get like a this brand anyway. You can get
I bought
a 10-pack for $1.
I bought 100 blades for like $8 like 2 years ago because I only shave like up here because my beard, that's the thing, my beard doesn't stop here. My
Oh,
beard
yeah, it
stops.
comes up the
My
cheek.
beard stops fucking up here. I'm a goddamn Sasquatch. All right, and I have to shave this down here because my chest hair and my neck hair try and join forces.
You become too powerful. If it happens.
Yeah, I come from some fuzzy motherfucker, so I have the opposite problem of that.
How much do we have to donate so you could shave yourself to have a happy highway from chin to, you know?
Oh,
A whole new world of possibilities have just been unlocked.
That would be the dumbest charity goal I've ever heard of.
No, the dumbest charity goal I've ever heard of is I want to dye my hair orange, and then I'm going to give myself green streaks.
well, here's the question: if we do the highway from nose to, do I like have to show shaft, or can I just like give you a little hint of tip?
I'm leaning towards a hint myself.
Just a hint of tip, yeah.
Yeah.
No, we just need to get a penis sock like
Because,
they do
like-
in Hollywood, and you'll be.
I mean, shaft would be fine. I think ultimately, like, we don't have to see the whole thing, but
Yeah, I mean, I just like grab the tip, pull down, and try and edit out the picture. Because I mean, with how fast my fucking I grow facial hair, I could do that in a week. It's disturbing.
That is terrifying.
What the fuck?
This is like the best podcast.
Honestly,
we've had.
the hardest part of that would be shaving everything else. The growing hair, that's easy. To grow a full beard, all I have to do is nothing.
see, what you would do is you'd like lay down and have someone spray like wax on you, and you just rip off all the not highway parts. I think.
That would suck. Fuck.
So, first off, no, because I have an experience with wax.
I'm half curious, but I'm okay if you don't want to tell.
I lost a bet with an ex. and I got my ass waxed.
Oh, that's not the direction I thought that was going.
The cheeks aren't bad.
The crack.
The crack.
The chocolate.
The crack is very sensitive.
Oh yeah.
If you've ever had a girl, you know what? Let's just go back to the crack is very sensitive.
How far down did you have to go?
Like, how far into the taint did this?
Yes.
It was. I had a very, very clean taint after that.
Oh
waxing.
god, that for some reason I feel like that would hurt worse. Just because it's just so fucking tender.
The best part was, so I had to find somebody to wax me.
So that
There
must
was-
have been an interesting Craigslist article.
No,
There
you
was-
just opened up Grindr.
No. I actually went through Craigslist. And I found a woman south of Portland who said she would wax men. And I walked in there, and the first thing this woman, she just looked at me and went, "Oh, you're a hairy boy. Bless your heart. This is gonna hurt." And I'm just like, there's a southern woman in Oregon who's gonna.
Of course, it would be a southern woman.
Oh yeah. Oh Jesus Christ. Well, that
Bless
was the
your
thing.
heart.
I walked in this place and I realized this woman's wearing flats and we're looking eye to eye. This was a big lady.
Did she have like the Texas curls or something?
No. This was she was a black lady, but she did have the crazy big long weave and everything. And I was just like, so I've committed to this. If I try and run, she's gonna pin me down and I'm not gonna win that fight. All right, let's do this.
That just sounds painful.
She was fucking laughing her ass off the whole time.
Sure, she wasn't laughing your ass off.
Well, that too.
No, she was ripping his ass off.
Because apparently,
Laughing
apparently some of the noises I made were fucking hilarious.
I was
Because
about to say, what octave did you hit?
if somebody rips hot wax and taint hair off of you,
The voice.
and you go, That shit's funny. And I win. I broke all 3 of them.
That was pretty good. Oh.
Dev, don't laugh too hard, or we'll have a repeat of last time. Please, God.
Yeah, if he laughs too hard, we'll never end the show.
Somebody needs to get him some Advil. He's gonna have a headache from laughing at this shit.
Do I need to like message Collar?
Oh God. All right, everyone, take a breather. Relax your face. Smiling. Oh.
Oh, fuck. It's probably what you were saying during that entire experience.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck the whole time.
Wait, you motorboated? What?
Thank God you're not a masochist, because that could have been real awkward.
Oh man, I'd have left a stain on the sheets.
So was it okay? I'm just getting a clear picture of this now. Like, did it happen on a bed, or was it a table with a sheet thrown on it? Like, how professional was this? Was it like everything Craigslist, like paint waxer, just those vibes that it gives
Like
off?
you went to someone's house and then you went into someone's like.
No,
back
this was
shed.
actually at like
Deb, you're muted.
a business.
Oh, so it wasn't in like a fucking trailer park. Okay, gotcha.
It gets worse. There were people out front getting their hair done. Okay.
So you're
This is like at a beauty salon. This was at a beauty salon. So like I'm walking past these ladies like getting their hair all fixed up, going, you know, getting their Sunday best and shit. And I'm just thinking, this is gonna suck. And
How were the
So when I
reactions when you walked
left-
back?
oh, they were great.
I'm assuming
Perfect.
you didn't walk a straight line.
Oh no, I don't know. I probably drunk walked a straight line, you know, which is a little weavy. But
Couldn't sit
when I-
down in the car on the way home.
So, well, here was the good part: was when I left the actual waxing room, I guess room, studio,
Sex
whatever.
Dungeon, yeah.
I closed the door behind me, and I realized something. She had like a Bluetooth speaker playing in there. When I closed the door, the sound level through that door and wall didn't really change a lot.
Ah, so people down the street heard you screaming.
The whole fucking salon has been listening to me make fucking squeaky sounds for a while now, and now I'm walking funny, and they all know why. Yeah.
That's
But
awesome.
anyway, so it was on like it was kind of like a massage table looking thing.
Okay.
Like face through a hole.
Have you ever been to a gynecologist's office?
Yes.
No, I can't say I
It's a
have.
gynecology table. It had the fucking slots for the stirrups and everything because you know
okay.
lady
That
parts
makes
getting
sense.
waxed and everything.
Bikini waxes, yeah.
So I wasn't exactly laying on the table. Elbows and knees, ass up,
Was your
face
feet
down,
still on the
ass
stirrup?
up.
Face
No.
down.
I was face down, but not on my hands and knees, on my elbows and knees to really get that ass sticking way up in the air.
Ass up.
Exactly. Yeah. That was it.
That's the way we like to.
Wax.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, on the flip side, as Pew said, I sashayed out of that salon silky smooth. Wiping after that was suddenly, you almost didn't need to because it's so smooth down there. It's just like,
I was half expecting you to say it burns more than ever from all the upset hair follicles accepting the shit pouring into them.
now I did.
What the fuck do you do when you shit that you get it everywhere? What?
I don't. I'm just saying, like,
I'm thinking
have you
he
heard
like
of hemorrhoids?
clenches ass cheeks.
Yeah.
So instead of shitting out a
clench-
turd, he shits out like a pancake.
Pancake.
It's a poop pancake from
No, all the way back. It's
We're talking beer fest here, you know?
like no, I'm imagining like those Play-Doh things that little kids have. Were just,
Okay. I know a couple of kinky bitches. I wonder if you know the Play-Doh noodle maker thing.
oh yeah, that's exactly what I was.
I wonder if I could talk one of them into using that like a butt plug and having poop noodles.
I don't think think there's enough pressure.
I mean, we'll just have her eat some Taco Bell first. There'll be plenty of pressure.
No, well, the thing about it is like they have those little notches. So if you put it in the other way, I think it would work. Because it would have like some grips.
Okay, Pew, you've listened to me on the fucking other podcast. Do I have any limits? Come on, man. I think can I say it?
Oh god, that reminds me of one of my homophobic friends way back in high school.
When did he come out?
He actually came out like a couple months ago.
That's every homophobic guy I've ever met. That they're just a closeted.
Yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
the thing that got me was how he described it. Like, he was like, "Dude, could you ever imagine wanting a Peter in your butt so hard that you don't care about being able to cut turds?" I'm like, what? What? Gerald, what?
Pretty sure your friend had never seen gay porn. Because, I mean, it's not like you're fucking, like, sticking your whole head up there. I mean, come on.
No, he's going feet first, elbows deep. You know?
No, he's doing the dive. That way he can like, put his arms out and just clap.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to Dragon. She definitely has. I'm not gonna finish that. That's
Experience? Were you gonna say experience?
no, but you did. Whoa.
You had the EX. You.
So, I've been wondering this since you showed up, Dragon. Just want a dragon. Is that like, do you just want one of those, the bad dragon dildos, or do you want like an actual dragon?
Hasn't she been asked that before?
I feel she has.
Cause I'm new, all right? I don't know. I mean,
I'm assuming it's like How to Train Your Dragon myself, only because I grew up with her, and I hope she's not that perverted.
well, I bought a bad dragon dildo for a girl one time because she really wanted one, and I was like, I'll buy it for you, but you have to send me a video. I never did get that video, so I'm still hoping that that's the case, and maybe one day.
It's just part of her trophy case. She's like, I got this one from one guy. I got this one from another guy.
No.
She's just con guys into getting dragon dildos.
And the answer is both.
Both. Okay. Because, like, so the friend I bought it for, like, she started dating a guy, and they were like, oh, love and shit. So, obviously, you know, you're not getting anything out of there. But, like, apparently, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't, fuck it, I'm gonna continue on. Apparently, as a woman, you can feel all the little suckers of the bad dragon thing, like, it's ribbed for her extra pleasure. So, apparently, they're fucking amazing. And she was really grateful.
What,
Yeah.
you know, what a wholesome story.
Did you steal her heart?
No, but I saw her boobs, so close enough.
That's close enough.
And that's the thing I always tell people. I always tell women, look, it's not the first thing that I look at when I meet a woman is not her boobs. The first thing I look at when I meet a woman is her heart. It's not my fault that her boobs get in the way.
Good way to put it.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Here
we have our bad dragon expert in chat suddenly.
All right.
Fuck. Here we go. This is.
Can we
What
just
do you want?
transition into
Okay.
something else?
Let's.
Like
Yeah.
maybe one of our requirements for the show that we have?
It was the Ica, IKA. That's it. Ica? I don't know how the fuck you pronounce that.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
Wacky.
that was the
what I
model.
was-
I'm we're getting there.
Hard
So,
transition.
Hard transition.
Let's talk about a different kind of snake. Let's go.
All right, there we
Not
go.
a trouser snake?
Wacky news story.
Right? It sounds terrible.
Hey, listen here.
That was a little jarring, but all right. New topic.
Thief steals duffel bag full of rare snakes. So,
Was there the elusive pink rattlesnake?
God damn it.
How about the tan trouser?
I thought we were transitioning.
Buddy, this is a long process. In some places, you have to be in your identity for a year before they let you fully. Like, come on.
San Jose, California, AP.
Of course.
Call it
Why is it
serpent
California?
surprise or a snake mistake. A California reptile lover says thief who made off with his duffel bag probably thought they were taking swag, but it was full of snakes.
So my question, how were these snakes loaded? Was it literally just a bunch of snakes thrown into a bag and they walked away? Or were they in containers in said duffel bag? And I'm assuming the second, but
Yeah, because you figure some snakes are going to eat the other snakes, and then you're going to wind up
Well,
with half a bag of snakes.
it was 3 pythons. He found the duffel bag containing 3 pythons and a lizard was gone. So lizards either running away
found
or
in a dumpster.
Sorry, I just remember hearing about there was a male stripper team in Portland a while back that were called the 3 Pythons.
Oh.
Portland is a unique city.
That was the closest to seeing the words "fuck you" painted all over Dev's face that I think I've ever seen.
Were
Give
they
it
managed
time.
by the lizard? Like,
Anyways,
So, did they figure out who stole the snakes?
does not look like it. They're still trying to catch the thieves. Sorry.
he's still at large.
Wait, thieves?
There were multiple. What? They just like help each other carry it, like one shoulder on each.
I think what like the witness said, they probably grabbed the duffel bag thinking it was full of like cool merch or something like that, or clothing or something to steal. But it was full of snakes. So when they opened it, it was probably like, oh fuck this shit.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
It says in the article 2 of the snakes were later found in a dumpster, and then they couldn't find the reptiles in the bag. So like, that man opened the duffel bag in like a dumpster in the alley, and like threw it into a dumpster, grabbed what he could, and then ran off.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Money.
People are weird. Why would
I'm honestly just surprised this didn't happen in Florida.
I was about to say, like, the only weirder articles we hear are Florida man stories. Otherwise, the stuff I hear about in California is fucking ridiculous. Like, did I tell you guys last week that there was a man arrested in San Francisco for being a spy for the Chinese government?
Yes. I remember you telling me about this.
Yeah, there was a man who worked in San Francisco as a tour guide, and apparently one day, the only reason why he was arrested, they had suspicions that he was doing stuff behind, but he did a dead drop where he dropped off a duffel bag at a hotel and then left, picking up another bag before he left, and they checked out the duffel bag and it was filled with like digital PDFs of things on thumb drives and like $40,000 of cash. And they're like, yeah, so we arrested this man under accusations of being a foreign agent. I was like, why the hell does this happen in California? Nothing good happens here.
Sure, what do you
Everything's
mean? Those
expensive.
rolling blackouts are fantastic.
Yeah, it's great knowing that the only energy company in California doesn't know how to maintain their poles and energy sources, so they just shut down the power in fear that they are going to get sued for a wildfire. Great to know.
Wait, that's in California they do that?
Yeah, this year's the first year they've run the PG&E.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, that's actually the power company up in Portland.
Yeah, PG&E, this, as of the last 2 days, has shut off power to most of Northern California because it's a dry weather, high wind advisory warning. And their fear is that the high winds will make the cables connect with each other and spark and cause another wildfire. So to stop that from happening, they decided, we're just going to shut off the power for millions of people.
Holy shit. How the fuck do I not know about this?
Oh, you probably just missed it because I have a lot of friends. I don't know if you know who Eclectic is, formerly Jim the Jerk.
No.
The reason why he was good. I asked him if he wanted to be on the show, and he said, I can't because I'm out of town and also rolling blackouts. So I was like, oh yeah, that's happening over there.
Yeah, and I work at my job as the school photographer. I go all over California to take these pictures that I'm supposed to take, and a lot of my jobs have been canceled because all of the schools don't have power. So they've shut down the schools. So for like this next week, no one in Northern California has like a job or like power. And some of Northern California, like their water runs off of electric wells. So how are they supposed to get water without electricity? So like this company, because it's the only energy company in all of California, can do whatever the hell they want. And if we complain, all they do is raise our rates to be higher. So that's my rant for today.
So can I just say how much I appreciate the fact that we've managed to swing the topic all the way around through Pervert Lane in Pervert City, and now we're talking about actual current events and issues.
Pervert Boulevard.
The Boulevard of Broken.
That's like the downtown of Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
Okay.
Mr. Rogers, really dark, really poorly lit back alley.
Yes.
Welcome to my neighborhood, Clarence.
Won't you be my neighbor, bitch?
You don't want to hear what happens in those back rooms when the camera shut down.
It's supposed to be. Won't you be my neighbor? Courtesy spit.
On that note,
Hey, I regret nothing.
neither do I. This has been great.
I'm pretty sure one of my friends in college, who had never been with a woman in his life, was like, if I don't fit, I spits. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This was the 25-year-old virgin.
Yep.
I need a cigarette.
Are we done ruining the reputation of this channel, or do we have more to say?
What reputation? What reputation at this point?
I was invited to be here. Obviously,
Thank you for being
You
here.
don't have a
This has been
reputation.
great.
You're fucked. Yeah.
I
I've
gave
been
up on the
widely-
reputation thing a while
I've been
ago.
widely known as that friend you have to warn others about before I show up. Like, that's, you know.
I found out later after one of my internships that everyone considered me the weird guy. And I was like, what do you mean?
Really?
Yeah.
What gave that away?
I was the person in charge of social media and photography for this organization. And everyone thought I was the weird person. Like, that made me hurt, man. They trusted me as the voice of the whole corporation. And they're like, you're weird. You know that?
That's why we love you, Steven. That's why we love you. It's part of your charm.
I need to join TikTok.
And on that note, Stabby, where can people find you?
I did it. I broke the glass.
Oh shit!
Oh, Frankie, don't say that.
You can. God damn it! Oh, fuck. My fucking jaw hurts.
I'll be honest, me laughing at you, I almost shot water out of my nose. Ow.
Well, Frankie, in order to come back, you'd have to visit us in the first place.
Oh shit!
Ow.
Anyways, Stabby, where can people find you?
Dude, you already shouted them out.
I
Everyone
shouted
already
it out
knows.
too, but you know, it's good to have them say it.
I'm Mr. McStabby on Twitch and on Twitter. Mr. McStabby 77 on Instagram. If you want to see some weird shit, pictures of me and random hot girls every now and then, but mostly
Random 20-year-olds.
Mostly just shirtless pictures of a 40-year-old man because that's fun to throw in the mix just to watch, just to interrupt people mid-jerk.
Anyways, you can subscribe over on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter. And you can join the Discord because Stabby's in there and shit's gonna get weird soon.
Send nudes. All right. It's all saying send nudes.
Show Bobs.
Yep.
Bibs.
I've been your host, DorkyDev. And yeah, make sure you also follow us here on Twitter. We got our shows throughout the week, all at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time between Monday through Thursday. And then also we'll have a Saturday show here soon. 5 Foot Step, our D&D series coming soon. So make sure you hang around.
I'm fucking crying, man. I actually have tears.
Good night, everybody.
Frankie,
I should
please
join
don't
TikTok.
report this.